The following announcement has been paid for by your friendly neighborhood sage.
What is good, folks? Present day Sage here, just letting y'all know that this is the finale of my What Anko Could've Been trilogy. If y'all have not seen the other two videos, be sure to hit the iCard up above or in the description down below. And if this seems like the type of content that you might like, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out more of my stuff. And hit me down in the comments and let me know what more would y'all like to see next. But for now, let's get on with the show, past Sage. Alright, let's finish this out. Let's skip ahead to the war arc. So pretty much I'm not touching anything in the 5 Kage Summit because I really love this arc. This is the last good arc before shit really starts going south. So I'm not touching it. Anko is doing something else during this that I will get to in a moment. Alright, so Sasuke has kind of become public enemy number 1 at this point. He kind of pissed off the entire black community. Like, pretty much he took out 2007 Kanye and now everybody is pissed. Like, he straight up has war declared on him. Like, dudes, ops want to spin the block. Everybody's pissed. Everybody is pissed.
La 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 la, wait till I get my money right. La 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 la, then you can't tell me nothing right.
Naruto and Sakura are still out here crying over this man. Like, for God's sakes, this is a pretty big step. At this point, my sympathies start going out the window. Personally, all I'm saying, I don't care what he's been through. He's doing a lot of war crimes right now. All I'm saying. I'm keeping that, and I'm still keeping this badass but somehow still illogical moment of Obito declaring war on the entire world, despite the fact that it's pretty much just him, Kisame, and Zetsu's. That's pretty much all y'all got. Y'all are kind of outclassed here.
Not necessary.
There shall be no knifing one another. Everybody knows who's in charge.
Me.
Yes, you. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Or seemingly outclassed, so let's get into it. So Anko and a recon team were sent by the village to go take down Kabato because this bro has been tweaking quite a bit since Snake Daddy died.
Yep, guess I'm oogaloo.
Like, Kabuto has just been going batshit insane in the background. Bro has just been fucking spiraling. Like, I'm still keeping that thing of dude basically injecting himself with a bunch of snake DNA and basically going batshit insane. Like, bro just genuinely needs somebody to follow. Like, he just needs it. He does not know how to function by himself.
Who am I? And why do I exist? And who made me? And what am I expected to do with my life?
Poor guy does not know how to be an individual. So pretty much at this point, whether it's actual subconscious shit going on in his head or just imaginary grief type shit, Orochimaru in a sense is still mentally doming this man and getting him to try and resurrect him. But the problem is, Kabuto does not have enough material to recreate Orochimaru's chakra. So I wonder how we're gonna solve that problem. Oh, wait a minute. There's a curse mark over here with a bunch of Orochimaru chakra in it.
Hot diggity dog.
So yeah, Anko and the recon team were pretty much sent to go track down Kabuto and take him out, since obviously he's a fucking threat and because there is intel of him potentially working with the enemy. And I'm still keeping that moment of Kabuto taking everybody out and capturing Anko. Kabuto captures Anko, experiments on her, and through fucking with the curse mark and whatever's left of Orochimaru's DNA, he is able to recreate Orochimaru's chakra and consciousness within her. Eventually, said consciousness wears down Anko and takes over her mind. A mind that has already been, for years, getting worn down by the darkness of the curse mark, dealing with solitude, failures, inferiorities, all of it finally overtaking her, and she becomes the final successor to Orochimaru. Now, why did I choose to go down this path? Well, because I feel like, one, Orochimaru should have been involved in the war arc. 100% he should have been involved in it. He should have been one of the major antagonists within it. it makes no sense why all of it would have just swapped to Kabuto. But I do sort of like the story that they were trying to tell with Kabuto. This broken person who is just completely lost without somebody guiding him. Somebody who does not know how to think for himself or even act for himself. His only existence is to live for other people. So to me, it does make sense that he would still be an antagonist and trying to bring back Orochimaru in some way, shape, or form, because he dedicated his entire life to this man. He would literally die for this man. So it makes sense that he would go down this path and become obsessed with trying to bring him back, but doing it in a way that still feels like a progression of Itachi's actions. Okay, we can't straight up bring Orochimaru back in a traditional sense. His body and his spirit are still sealed away in the world of drunken dreams, so we have to find another way. Well, how about we just recreate what's left of his chakra in the physical world? What is currently still remaining of his chakra. We take all that together, we make a recreation of his chakra and his consciousness, a sort of Orochimaru clone in a sense, and just turn Anko into the second coming of Orochimaru in a sense. This way, Anko still plays an active part in the war arc. She's not just sitting in the back somewhere as a curse mark battery. She is an active participant in the war. She is, through force, becomes the main antagonist of this early bit of the war arc. She is forced to become the next Orochimaru. Everything that she has been trying to avoid for years at this point, she has pretty much become that. Because when making this video, I kept coming back to this idea of the entire ninja world going to war against what's left of the Akatsuki, alongside this sort of cult of Orochimaru that Kabato has created through whoever is left in the Sound Village or whatever experiments that he and Orochimaru have left over, alongside the Edo Tensei soldiers, and now a fully cursed up White Snake Anko, finally corrupted by Orochimaru's nature. Orochimaru is that person that even in death, he has backups on top of backups on top of backups. Sasuke was the original plan, but that didn't work out, so we gotta go to plan B. His first student and his most loyal student now carrying out his will long after he is dead. Like the Hydra that he turned into, you cut one head off, two more are gonna sprout underneath it. And the only way to take it down for good is to just burn the whole damn thing to the ground. So now there's a bit more tension going into this fight between the Uchiha brothers and the Serpent duo, because not only are they attempting to break the Edo Tensei, but we as the audience aren't entirely sure where Sasuke's intentions are going to lead. Would he be willing to kill his former sensei? Because even if he says he was willing to during the fight against Kakashi earlier, we don't entirely know where Sasuke's headspace is at currently after turning on Obito and fighting alongside Itachi. And that could be something that Orochimaru plays with while Kabuto keeps Itachi busy. This can add a bit more interesting characterization for Sasuke at this current point in time. Whenever he misses a shot or pauses for even a moment, is this because he is caring about his former sensei's well-being? Or is this just coincidental? The morals that Sasuke had in early Shippuden up until this point of not killing unless he absolutely has to for his own survival or for the greater good, does that go out the window when somebody is literally not in their right state of mind and is not giving him any other choice? Or was he fully committed to his path of darkness and cutting any attachment he has left in this world? All the while proving once and for all just how much of an insidious monster Orochimaru is and how much this bastard needs to go down for the greater good of life itself. This fight is something that was slowly built up from the moment Anko first met Sasuke. She was always comparing herself to Sasuke since the beginning, and after the time skip, her feelings of inferiority slowly building up more and more and more until we finally see these two disciples battling it out. We could finally see just how far a curse mark could evolve into as the answer for Sage Mode that it was meant to be, alongside showcasing what EMS Sasuke could do, because we never really get a showcase of what he could do before all the Ninja Jesus stuff goes on. Meanwhile, in the background, Itachi and Kabuto are having this intense fight and debate over the true nature of a shinobi and their uses. Does a shinobi exist for others, and how far should that go? These two could work as parallels to each other if it was properly built upon. Everything Kabuto has done was for the sake of Orochimaru or the other people that he has felt attached to the point where he physically changed himself into something unrecognizable for no recognition or for thanks, but solely for the good of somebody else. Itachi, in a similar vein, has sacrificed everything for his village and for his brother, becoming public enemy number 1, but unlike Kabuto, he didn't change who he was. He was playing a role in the Akatsuki, yes, but Itachi's conviction still stood. I tweak Izanami a bit so it is a mutual battle inside of the mind, both of them being trapped in this sort of Doctor Strange style loop until somebody gives. Itachi and Kabuto both just killing each other over and over and over again until somebody gives up. Itachi knows what he's fighting for and why, but after thousands upon thousands upon thousands of loops, Kabuto's morals start shaking. What is he truly dying for? And at that moment, Kabuto remembers the orphanage. He remembers Nonayukushi. The only time he was truly happy, memories that he repressed, the woman that put her life on the line for him, the only person who cared about him as a person and as an individual, the only person willing to go as far for him as he was for them. Itachi was willing to sacrifice himself for the sake of creating a better world where children no longer had to get dragged into war. In contrast, Kabuto is sacrificing himself for the sake of another man's selfish ambitions. And that's what spurs Kabuto to change his sides, realizing that Orochimaru never valued him, only kept him around because he was loyal and because he was talented, but in the end, seeing him as just another expendable goon. Kabuto reverses the Edo Tensei and joins the fight to take down Orochimaru for good, helping Sasuke seal off the curse mark as Anko tries to reject Orochimaru's consciousness and chakra. Anko rejects her sensei. She rejects being used as a pawn in his sick game, and she rejects letting him have any more power over her life. She is done. And that's pretty much where I would leave her. Like, she participates in the war, but it's mostly ancillary stuff like fighting against the Gedo statue, stuff like that, until the Infinite Tsukiyomi happens. And as for her Infinite Tsukiyomi dream or filler, I don't know. Something like Orochimaru isn't a fucking asshole and is actually a positive mentor figure for once. She's able to be happy with Kakashi, something along those lines. I don't fucking know. That's for Tumblr to figure out. And as for the end of the series stuff, well, she pretty much moves on from her traumas and everything. Basically Kabuto's parole officer as he runs the orphanage, making sure he doesn't flip the fuck out and make child soldiers or shit like that. Also Kakashi Tumblr stuff, because personally, I can see it. Personally, I like that idea. Come on now, all I'm saying. That's what Anko could have been as a character. Somebody that acted as a mentor for Sasuke, trying to help him to control his darkness and focus it. But somebody that had yet to overcome her own internal darkness. And through the support of others, she was able to finally overcome it and move on, finding her own identity past her traumas and her shames, able to move into the future and to make sure that what happened to her cannot happen to anybody else. There was a lot of potential in Anko as a character that I just feel didn't get utilized to her full potential. So yeah, I hope I did Anko some justice. I hope y'all enjoyed the stories that I tried to tell with her. I hope y'all enjoyed these videos, and if y'all did, hit me up in the comments and let me know what y'all thought. What changes y'all think that should have happened, and what other characters y'all want to see me try and redo. I honestly want to do a Sakura video, not a Neji video, honestly an entire Hyuga clan video, quite frankly. But yeah, just let me know what y'all want to see. And yeah, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I hope y'all have a good day, but for now I must bid you all adieu. Goodbye. Good night. Say ciao.
A shiny teeth that twinkle, just like the stars in space. A shiny teeth that sparkle, and beauty to my face. A shiny teeth that glisten, just like a Christmas tree.